Hello everyone, Hawkey here, back with another Sword of Convallaria video. So today we're looking at this thread on the Taiwan forums, and yeah, they're going to a bit of character recommendations and some feedback about the new characters. So recommendation is based on PvE and is a comprehensive evaluation of the performance of various gameplay characters. So they're talking about the Fool's Journey, Tower Conquest, the Weapon Trials, and the Tower as well. And they're talking about the Pioneering Journey, which is the rank 13 farming mode, including the functional journey after the 200 levels. So this is talking about after the 200 levels, there's still 100 levels for each of the different roles, and they're also looking at the limited time events, um, including the Tower Adversity, Universal Derivation, and Secret Adventure, which is the Voyage of Discovery. I think it's also looking at stuff like Fireside Chat and the other hard modes. So yeah, they have a very interesting tier list here. And it's very interesting that they're including like all these epic units as well. So we've got like August Homer, which we think is tier 0. Levita's been pushed up. And there's a lot of these SS tier 0 characters. And I feel like in most of the other tier lists, this top tier has been sort of split downwards. But in this case, a lot of them has been pushed up to the top. Like we've got Aisha for Viva, Estra, SP Rewea, Akambe's up here, Agatha's up here as well, Inanna's up there. Oh, even Meteor Team's here at the S tier. Lilywil, Simona, Momo, Karis, Beryl, Cole is up here. Wow. And B tier Afra. And yeah, even Butterfly is better than on the same rank as Fakel. Really? But yeah, this is a very interesting tier list. Tita, Mytha, Suppression. Yeah, let's have a look at what their comments are. So they updated this on the 14th of January, and yeah, as of the current version. So new characters are Isha, so a panel monster, so a DPS monster with very high trait and skills that increase damage. The skill multiplier has not been balanced just because of the panel. So they're just saying the skill percentage and everything are just really high, and her stats as well. It can tank, it can heal, hit, and assist. The DPS is particularly outstanding, launching and peaking. New SSR, Afra, so that's the D girl. Auxiliary Nanny, so healer, can do some penetrating damage. Her skill set, strength, and auxiliary abilities are very average. Her own skill set will hinder each other. Special weapon is even more difficult to use. It's not like I won't go into details about the characters that will be launched in 4.0. It's not recommended to start with them. Ooh, another article. Let's talk about the bugs. A healer. Mediocre healing skills. The dream skill. And yeah, it does buff your characters. The passive will stop being supplied. But yeah, I guess the main issue about Afra is she's a bit like a amplifier on your team. Like when your team is strong, she'll amplify the damage up in those few turns. However, it does have a cap. So once it hits the cap or your team's too strong, then her damage is quite weak there. But if your team is very weak, she doesn't really add much to the team as well. Yeah, they were saying the upper limit's not high enough. So attack can be sustained to 7k. Maximum damage is 42k. So it's like, yeah. So the cap that she can do is 42k. So the other units in your team have to hit 140k to get that 42k. But if your damage is higher than 140k, then she's still stuck at the 42k cap. So they're saying, like, you know, why don't you bring other supports if your damage is already that high? So yeah, I think it's a bit tough to use, and yeah, with the bugs, that's why they think she's ranked so low. I don't think she's going to be, you know, that low. There's still a lot of uses for her, and she's basically just come out, so there might be other ways to use her, but yeah, at the moment, doesn't look too bright for her. So they're saying about the changes in the tower versity, and there's the pioneering journey and functional journey. Various functions must be cultivated and increased to a certain extent, and we can't focus on a certain function to fully clear stuff. And also the rank 13 resources as well. So suppression on debuffs and penetrating attacks. In high difficulty gameplay, enemies are immune and dispel a lot of debuffs. So characters who use debuffs to hit high damage directly eat turtles. So that means, yeah, that damage does drop off. So that's a bit if you because back in December, like the last few months, the CM meta was all about like a lot of DOT damage. So true damage, and then in Pioneering Journey, the characters have damage reduction, reducing this true damage to penetrating attack. So among the current penetrating attacks, only Convallaria, who has a high multiplier, can still hit. His special mechanic debuff is not immune, so he's lucky to have escaped the. I guess it's a bit like an indirect nerf based on the new units. So Tiden, the move to A, in the Pioneering Journey, he's pretty good, and his rank 13 Extreme Liberation skill is pretty good because that means his alert can't be cancelled. So characters that provide shields are higher value and improve the team's overall ability to withstand injuries. Mytha A, capable of tanking and healing. Support ability is very important, and she has a high damage reduction, even as a free unit. Nona Will to B. Her main focus was her Aggression Aura and Vulnerable 3, which were usable as supports, but after Luffy was released, Vulnerable 3 was no longer exclusive, and gameplay, yeah, they start to cleanse debuffs, so and which also screwed up the infection build. So Nona Will has dropped a lot. Karis to S, the penetrating attack of the punishment for all sins. Damage is seriously diluted and basically useless, but the ultimate move, Eradicate All Evils, performs very well, and development, so timing of stacking and skill preparation is very suitable. Output's not bad. Dantalion and Nangol are B. They don't have any DPS and is very backwards. Dantalion used to have his Area Aura, but because the new units, they are immune to debuffs or dispel the debuffs, the 20% increase that was the focus of his aura can't be really used. So there's no need to really use them anymore. Meteor Team. So that's the piggy. That's this Team Rocket, fake Team Rocket on a pig, essentially. Transferred to S, it can tank and fight. The ability to stack double shields, has a certain ability to deal various enemies. Skill set has a dual sword style with physical and magic damage. So yeah, it can deal physical and magic damage, which is pretty cool. Original evaluation was mediocre, but during development, the entire team has turned over. Ooh, and Simona. Yeah, I really like Simona. Transferred to S. Pioneer performance is good. Group shields, large ice fields, ice walls, splitting up the battlefield. The tactical value is very high. Yeah, you can block with the ice walls, or if you cast the ice walls, the AI will generally attack the ice walls first as well. Very few characters in the game Overwatch function that can perform high magic output. Judgment Samantha has never appeared, and there's no opponents in the Overwatch function's magic output. What are they talking about here? Oh, okay, right. So they're talking about 4 watches. In the watcher section, there's not many high damage, magical damage. In the watches, there's no high magic DPS here. So that's why Simona has been put fairly high there as well. Like, because Judgment Samantha, the Judge Samantha that we see in the story, she's going to be like a magic damage watcher. But all these watchers, none of them really do any magic DPS. So that's another reason why Simona is put very high there. And also that's because of the pioneering journey, that rank 13 farm mode. After level 200, there's the functional journey, which does split into various role types as well. So you do want like DPS for each of the types. Extreme Liberation, some characters have been adjusted in terms of recommendation due to Extreme Liberation. It's difficult to obtain materials, so they can't test everyone. Beryl, small change, damage increase seems good. Bonus is terrible in terms of skill multiplier. After being tested by others, the damage of burning and ignite can be superimposed. Okay. So it's okay increase for Beryl. I feel like the devs want to save Garcia. The trait, speed acceleration, will not be dispelled. It'll be attack and defense additionally increased according to number of layers. Improvement is quite impressive. So DPS has improved, but biggest problem, yeah, there's still a lot of preparation needed for Garcia. Miguel, 20% attack, and his attack's finally on par with the others. Any range attack can cause burning terrain. Equipment is basically bound to the burning flint. You can play terrain control, but it's best to best to pair it with a fire wizard. Otherwise, you'll start getting burnt. So that means you want Miguel to come in with Levita, which gives your units immunity to burning tiles. Otherwise, you're gonna get burnt as well. Iggy, hunting preparation lasts for a few rounds. 1 round to warm up. Highland and double burst. After attacking, you can move another 3 spaces, similar to the march command as well. So hit and run. Yeah, moving again has great tactical value, suitable for guerrilla warfare. Xavier, -3 turn cooldown, 2 rounds. Perpetual motion machine, 100 speed and increased damage, decreased damage taken, improves output and survivability. And every 2 turns, you get energy to use his AoE skill, reduce enemy speed. So group speed control is strong, DPS is still bad. Cole, extra damage, and yeah, -1 energy for her ultimate. But Estra does 180% and only costs 2 energy. So, okay, making healing easier. Still awkward. Cole can't stop comparing to Estra as long as she existed. Yeah, Estra is just basically a much better call. Actually, I should stop scrolling there. Yeah, where is Estra? Yeah, Estra SS tier in here. Alright, and Rawia, Tipsy, level enhancement is high. Original skill set can be used to fight single targets and groups. So versatility has significantly increased. Tiden, this is the big one. So shield value of 30%. Shield must be maintained at all times. Alert won't be interrupted. This is so amazing. And +1 alert, which strengthens the shield. Consumes a lot of energy to play and can't recover energy. Mytha, yeah, attack and defense, healing. Can do the knockback leg slam every round. Invulnerability can speed up the rotation. Lily will attack distance more than 4, gets 30% attack, increases the infection. But yeah, the game keeps nerfing infection due to all the cleansing and immunities there. Guzman. Yeah, I don't know much about Guzman. And Samantha. Okay, magic attack. Doesn't increase the healing. Very competent as a nanny. Wow, lots of comments. But yeah, it just seems like... Thank you for sharing. Oh, Hasana the Force, Dantalion's Aura. Yeah, but like... I mean, we'll be taking tier lists with a grain of salt, but I think they give a lot of feedback, interesting insights into how the characters have changed and how they're comparing to each other, which is, fairly lacking from a lot of tier lists. So I think it's really good to understand why and yeah, just get insights on how each of these characters are used. But this is pretty good. I'll link the thread in the description below. They update it every so often. And yeah, they give you a bit of a changelog of why they updated the units. Like Levita was pushed to S, Faviva was pushed to S, Layla was pushed to S there. But then she dropped, right? Layla was S here on the 17th of December. And then, yeah, she was... they included an SS tier and kicked her out. But yeah, I don't know. Is this some hot takes, or are they, pretty right, correct with, like, considering like all these different new modes and how the characters interact with each other? I think it's not really the tier list which is what we should be looking at, but actually their justification for each of the characters in comparison to the different modes and each other as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.